Hi guys, welcome back to another P3D version 5 video. We are today flying the FeelThere ERJ135 and we are as usually flying from Amsterdam, our hub, and flying up to Aalborg, Denmark. So we're gonna see the nice Simnord Aalborg. Haven't flown there yet, bought the airport a couple weeks back on sale. And as you can also maybe see, which I'm gonna point out now, but it's basically I've gone back to the volumetric clouds. I got a bit tired of the 2D clouds, not because they aren't, I mean objectively they are better than the volumetric ones, but I kind of like to change things up a bit. And yeah, they can look pretty good from time to time. Nothing compared to X-Plane, but they do add a nice kind of change, even though you won't see any kind of nice weather patterns, and basically will always be kind of changing directly when you go into any new weather. And we're here at Amsterdam at the parking, what do you call it, the A parking lot. So there's well, another Atlantic Sun ATR and a lot of these Embraer 170 city jets. And then we can see this is being built. I'm not sure if it's being built still or if it was, this terminal was just being built when Flight Tampa made this scenery. And yeah, not much else. Plane is looking good. It's not a high fidelity, but it's a pretty well done aircraft in flight simulation overall. It works, apart from some minor things such as the weather radar not working in P3D version 5. But it's and I've added PBR, so it does look a bit better. So that's cool. But yeah, not much else. I've added the fuel loads, etc. So we should be ready in that regard. And I only need to start the A cars now, I think. So we have the flight selected. I'm actually gonna move it down and I'm gonna start the boarding. Current time. Why is it saying that I'm off? Let me have a look. It's saying I'm at 17:16. Oh, it's because I see. Okay, so we wanna change it a bit. So I'm just gonna change the time 2 hours earlier. Shouldn't make any difference. The weather is still being kind of directly taken from active sky, so we're probably gonna get the same weather, maybe some small differences when it generates, but at least we'll get the correct departure times. And let me see, anything else we need to do. I can show you whilst we wait for this to load the flight plan. So nothing too spectacular. We're taking off from runway 24, so it's a very short taxi, which is nice. And then we're going north, flying the AND 2S star, and then doing the airways, and then it's a direct to EKYT or Aalborg. As you can see, it's a very small airport, and here's the main terminal. This is some military one, so I think this is a Hercules or a Globemaster. No, sorry, Hercules. Globemaster is the one with the jet engines. So yeah, that should be it in terms of our approach. We'll do an ILS, so we can load that already. Flight level looks correct. We can validate and file, and we can activate. The only thing we'll have to change is from the arrow, which we had last time when I was flying. And we'll change to the Atlantic Sun Airways. So there we go. And now we're in. As you can see, the weather did update a bit actually, more than I thought. But no no biggie. What we'll do is connect to the sim with Pilot to ADC, and we'll jump into the simulation. I'm just gonna check the viewpoints that we have. Okay, we have one wing spot and some other viewpoints. How are these? Okay, nothing too fancy, but nothing too bad either. As you can see, we got quite a change in the traffic when I reloaded. So now we have a CRJ here at 200 instead of having the
dew point 15.
oh,
Current QNH is
we need to
1002.
let me just get
Arriving
this
runway
battery
27, departing
auto
runway 24.
Okay.
and then
Schiphol Airport information
GPU.
Papa. 525 local winds are 278 at 11 knots.
Now we can switch the 80s. Okay, nav lights can go on. As you can see, it's nothing compared to, let's say, the X-Crafts one, which looks much better, but it's a pretty good one. This paper looks really good. I think it's normally a chart, but I've changed it to this with the airspeed restrictions, which does help to plan ahead. And god damn it. Let's see what else. Yeah, not much else. We have the, of course, the checklist, so we can use that to get most things correct.
And dark checklist. APU.
Maybe we can wait with that until we have the APU. Whilst we wait, we'll start the boarding process. I'll also start the ACAR system, start flight boarding. We're on the boarding, so that's good. We're starting flight. Just gonna put in the data that we have. It's not a super long flight, but it's a perfect one to try the volumetric clouds. Let's see if we have the ERJ. We do. Question is, of course, how many passengers do we have? 35. Probably don't have any Wi-Fi, or maybe we do. Boarding music. Don't think we have anything for Atlantic Sun, so we'll just do generic safety brief. We should have safety brief, which we do. So we'll start. I'll also request the boarding. We can ask them to bring crew. There's no mega rush anyway. Let me just double check our viewpoints. Some okay one. What I really like about the True Sky is that it kinda, even though it can look really awful from time to time, when you're like on the ground level, it really kind of makes the sim look nice. It's not perfect, but it does make it pop in a better way, I would say. It kind of aligns better with the kind of the EA enhanced atmospherics. Okay. Okay, let's see. Since we are doing, I'm just gonna check quickly. Do we have anything else we need to? All the batteries should be on. Yeah, no, we don't wanna. We can put the emergency lights on. We can do the no smoking. We can start the pumps. Put the hydraulics to auto as well. We'll wait a bit. Wait a bit with the APU. Does the windshield wipers move? They do, but we don't have any rain effect with this one, so that's something to be aware of if you're interested in having that, or if that's a key thing to have. Oh, we don't want to press it out. We can do last position, that usually works the best. Flight plan wise, we will just have to put in our destination. And then we can basically start to put in the rest of the inputs. So is it 24, right? 24. We're flying the Andy Andic 2S. And then from Andic we're flying the N873 dot, and that's the one we're flying to Tuska. So now we have some more waypoints, and then from Tuska we're flying directly to this NDBVR AAL, and then it's a direct to our destination. So we can put it here. It's 8 left. We're doing the ILS. No star. We can activate. There should be a bit of a discontinuity if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So that's good. That's all in line with what we want to have it. Performance in it wise. Let's have a look also on the outside. Have we started getting anything boarded yet? Not yet. Let's have a look at our weather. It's not gonna align completely since we're using volumetric clouds. Or it will align, but we'll kind of pop into it. So we have some interesting, we have a jet stream. So that's gonna push us quite a bit to the left of our route, or northwest. Some severe icing warnings. There's CB clouds in the vicinity, but we won't see that really. The volumetric ones, they can do CB clouds, but basically then you only get the CB clouds, so it's a bit hit or miss. Not really the best weather, but okay, we'll get a bit of a tailwind-ish. And then in terms of our airport weather, we can just quickly have a look. If I can just find it. Few at 10, scattered, CB, yeah, okay. Overcast 47, broken at 13, we should be fine. It's gonna get worse, I think. Or, let me see, becoming, no, it's mainly the wind that's gonna, maybe a bit worse. CB warning as well. So let's see. We have the boarding process ongoing now. Packs are getting on board. That's good. Let me see the cruising altitude. Viewpoint. Cruise winds. And that's at 35,000. Okay, and then we should populate this information. Let me just think. We want to have a gross weight of around 39.8. So I'm gonna see what we get. The easiest thing could be to just check this way. So 5.9. But then we need to check payloads, etc. Can't really see from this. I know kind of what we should be at, so we can kind of try to populate. Let's see what we get with this. Okay, a bit higher than we want. Oh yeah, I think the cargo is much less. It's around that. We want to be at 39.8. Let me see, we're at 29.8. So what's 34? Yeah, that should be. Check reserve fuel. Yeah, we'll do that. Reserve fuel. Takeoff landing. Can we put this data in here? Okay, fuel reserve. Okay, performance data. It's looking pretty good. Let's just have a look here at takeoff. We want to put this data also. We can listen to the 80s for that.
Visibility 5 miles in shower rain. 1,000 few clouds.
Let's see if there's anything we need to close.
Temperature 18, dew point 15. Current QNH is 1002. Arriving runway 27, departing runway 24.
Okay, let's get the data, at least the Celsius we heard.
525 local winds are 278 at 11 knots. Visibility 5 miles in shower rain. 1,000 few clouds. 2,300 scattered. Temperature 18, dew point 15. Current QNH is 1002. Arriving runway 27, departing runway 24.
Okay, so we know the... Or maybe we can't put that in, but we have to put it in manually. Let's see. The way you did that is by changing the barrow here. So 1002. Yeah, we have most fixed. Let's get the clearance. Atlantic 4003, ready to copy IFR clearance. Let's try again. Atlantic 4003, ready to copy IFR clearance. Still nothing? Okay. Let me just check that the mic, it's supposed to work. Atlantic 4003, ready to copy IFR clearance. There we go.
Atlantic 4003 is cleared to Echo Kilo Yankee Tango, fly the Spy 4 Kilo Yankee departure, then is filed. Expect departure runway 24. Climb to flight level 060 via the departure.
060.
Expect higher clearances 2 minutes after departure. Skip haul departure on 118.07. Squawk 6401.
6401.
Atlantic 4003 is cleared.
We're
to
gonna
Echo
put it on
Kilo
already
Yankee
just so we don't
Tango fly
forget.
The Spy 4 Kilo Yankee departure, then is filed. Climb to flight level 060 via the departure. Expect higher clearances 2 minutes after departure. Skip haul departure on 1.
Boarding is looking good, getting the bags on.
Squawk 640.
Otherwise quite calm here. Not too much happening.
Atlantic 4003 reback correct QNH is 1002, contact skip haul ground on 121.55.
And I
When
think we
ready
can
for
start
pushback, enjoy your afternoon.
Checklist. APU.
So let's get that APU started.
1.5 Atlantic 4003.
We should be able to see it start down here. That's looking good.
On. Avionics Master 2 on. FMS initialized. Speed.
And I think we need to do the override, right? if I'm not mistaken, to get the APU to work. Something weird like that, but it seems to be working now. Can keep as is for now. Anything else? Let's see. Oh wait,
Cold and dark
we
checklist.
missed something.
APU on. Emergency lights. Armed. Avionics. Master. 2 on. FMS. Initialize. Speeds.
Speeds, yeah, that's a good one. We haven't done that. And we need to do that by checking because I don't think, did we have the V1 gauge for this one? No, no such thing, unfortunately. Nope. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do the E-jets manual. Or sorry, the speed card I think will be sufficient. And we can check from this one, right? The takeoff speeds, right? So let's use that. So we're gonna use flap 9, the first one. What do we know? We know about the temperature, it's kind of the normal one. And we're quite low. So we can use both. And let me just see, or we should use the first one actually. Okay, so the first one, we are at the weight of around 40,000. So in terms of speeds, let me see. I think it's MFD speeds, and we wanna adjust these ones. So V1 should be 118. Rotate should be 119. V2 should be 131.
Check trims.
AP should be 161. So there we go. We can return. Trim, that's mainly just making sure that we're in the green band here.
Set. Takeoff data.
Takeoff data, it's this one. The way we want to do this is, or the best way I found is opening it like this. Then going up here to the takeoff data. I actually think we can start like this. Yeah, I think we can do that. Let's do 18.
Enter. End of checklist.
Okay. There we go. End of checklist. That's always a nice thing to hear. Engine ready to start.
Ready to start checklist.
We can put the seatbelt signs on.
Red beacon.
We're on the pre-flight. We'll do a public address.
On. Fuel pump power. 2 on. Pneumatic panel checked. Emergency parking brake on. Steering in on doors.
We need to close the doors. So that means all of them.
Close. End of checklist.
We can put on the flight directors. And we have the cross, which makes it easier to follow. Okay, and we're flying to Denmark. Anything else we need to think of? No, let's ask for pushback clearance. Atlantic 4003, ready for pushback.
Atlantic 4003
Very
pushback
interesting
approved.
livery on that one. Pushback approved.
Atlantic 400.
That's good to see. Okay, and we are now ready to go to engine startup. We are gonna ask for the pushback clearance, and apart from that we are ready to go, I think. As long as I haven't forgotten anything now. I think maybe we need to keep that off. Okay, so we will get the pushback soon enough with this small vehicle. Oh, what's that one? That looks huge. Silkway 747. Fly UK. That's nice to see. And one of the Embraers are taking off. Oh, and the CRJ has already gone somewhere. Let's ask for taxi clearance while we wait. Atlantic 4003 ready to taxi. Well, it take a bit of time for it to kind of find the taxi route. But at least we have it now. Entry onto
4003 runway 24, taxi via Alpha 1 Alpha, Alpha, Alpha 5, Bravo, Sierra 7, Sierra 7 Echo,
Do
hold
we-
short runway 24.
Yeah, I'll release them soon enough. Let me see, nav 1.
Runway 24. Taxi via Alpha 1 Alpha. Alpha. Alpha.
Let's use
5,
FMS 1
Bravo,
as our.
Sierra 7. Sierra 7 Echo. Hold short runway 24 Atlantic 400.
Yeah, it looks correct, but we just need to make sure we actually do make the turn there, like that.
Engine start checklist. Engine 1.
Commence and push. Okay, all engines clear. We're ready to start at will. We're a bit earlier, about 7 minutes. Okay, and they want us to start engine 1 first. We can remove that lock. And I'll remove these. So let's see, we have engine 1 starting, that's good to see. Spooling up. I do need to get a sound pack for this one. Let me just check if there is any. So ERJ sound
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and
back.
crew, welcome aboard this flight. We hope you enjoy your flight and thank you for choosing Atlantic Sun Airways. We'd like to take a few minutes to acquaint you with the many safety features of this aircraft. Although you already may be familiar with many of these procedures, we appreciate your attention during this important safety briefing. Safety starts with your seatbelt. Whenever the
TSS
seatbelt light is
series
turned on,
sound
your
pack
seatbelt
for
must be fastened
FS09.
low and tight across your lap. Simply slide the middle end into the buckle and adjust by pulling on the loose end of the strap. Lift the buckle to release.
Okay, we can confirm we have a good engine start. We'll start the second one.
We'd like you to keep your seatbelt fastened whenever seated and while sleeping.
While
In
we
case
wait.
of emergency, it's important that you know how to exit the aircraft as quickly as
Okay, let me
possible.
see. TSS
This
has
aircraft has emergency exits
FSX
which are marked with the
version.
red and white exit signs. Now would be a good time to take a moment and locate
What do they have? They have
the exits
custom
nearest
wing,
you.
custom
Keep in
gear,
mind that your nearest exit may be behind
real
you.
ambient
All doors are
sound.
equipped with evacuation slide rafts which may be attached and used as flotation devices. If evacuation is necessary and cabin visibility is reduced, aisle path lighting
Here's
will
one for
illuminate.
P3D
A
as
change
well.
in colour or exit sign will indicate you
Well,
have
this one is for the
reached an exit.
Posky model.
Our
Well, we
cabin is
would.
pressurized at a comfortable rate. If we experience a sudden decrease of cabin
And it
pressure,
works with
an
the
oxygen mask will appear from
with
the
the
compartment above your seat.
FeelThere regional. So if you want, I think this might be the one to get,
Place the mask over your nose and
because
mouth
it's the
and
most
tighten the
up-to-date
elastic band
one.
around your head by pulling on either side
I'm
and
actually gonna
breathe
put it up
normally.
on my to
Although
get
oxygen
list.
will flow through the mask, the plastic bag may not inflate. Remember to put your mask on before
Because it's just very nice when you have a good sound, effects. And some of these planes have unfortunately very bad sound effects.
Pull the strap firmly to expose the back panel and tighten by pulling out on the yellow tabs.
Okay, let's put it on. Where's my list? I usually keep a drive to kind of keep all of these, so I remember all of these. ERJ sound pack. We can put in the link. Okay, good. We don't need to keep track. We can check. Yeah, engine startup was successful. I think we can remove these. Actually, all of them. I think we can go back to auto. And we can shut the APU. We can do the taxi one. And that should be about it. Let's do the flight. Oh no, that's just the flight attendant safety. I thought there was a before taxi one. So you're gonna unfortunately have to listen to twice the. A bit annoying. I do like the Pack X one much more though. Okay, let's see nav, so we can have LNAV selected. We have ASL. Or maybe we want to keep a specific vertical speed for the takeoff. Yeah, VX. Yeah, let's put it on. I mean, it doesn't work, but if it would work, right? And here we can also zoom in, so that's good to know. In terms of other things to do, flaps, always good to make that ready, or have that ready. We can remove the parking brakes, and we are taxiing with idle thrust, so that's always nice to see. Let's change. We don't have the best viewpoints. This one is pretty cool though, but yeah, generally it's not the best ones. Okay, so we're on the taxi out one now. Left is looking clear, and right is looking clear. The best thing with the volumetric ones is also it's better FPS because it's more on the GPU rather than the CPU. So I get much better performance, so something to keep in mind. Okay, and let's think if we have everything set up appropriately. We have TCAS, we have flaps, we have the right lights on. We haven't started the timer, so let's get that started. But apart from that, it's looking good. We don't seem to have a huge queue. A nice 777 down there, and then an A320 from Fly UK. I really like Skipskol, God, I can't pronounce it. Butchering that name, but it's a nice airport, the Amsterdam one. I've been to it multiple times. So let's see. Let's see when I visit that again at some point. I think I'll visit Amsterdam. I decided to go to Brussels on my last connection flight since I hadn't been there before on that airport. But I don't get to fly that often, unfortunately. Okay, we'll soon turn right. Okay, not this one, but the next one.
Hotel Kilo Golf, Alpha 1, outbound to Whiskey, ready for departure. Hotel Kilo, contact tower 118.1 on the Hotel Kilo Golf.
Okay, next one will turn. Next one will turn to the right, and then turn to the left, and then turn to the right after a couple. Oh, that one is not taking off from 24, so that one is probably gonna take off from maybe from 04. Okay, we'll turn right here. Let's have a look. Looking good to our left, front and right. I'll turn a bit here. And we'll soon turn, so at that place we'll turn to the right, and then we should get our handover to tower, and we'll be ready to take off. Question is, can we... Yeah, we have that on takeoff.
Atlantic
Anything we need
4003
to
contact
tune
Schiphol Tower on 119.22.
apart from that in terms
Tower
of
on
getting...
119.2 to Atlantic 4003.
I guess we're trying to get to 88, or what is it, 86.9? 86.9. God, I wish there was higher resolution on this aircraft. Can't get it all though. Okay. Atlantic 4003, ready for takeoff.
Atlantic
Before
400,
takeoff, checklist.
3 winds
Exterior
are
lights.
318 at 4 knots. Runway 24 cleared for takeoff, squawk 6401.
On. Transponder 1 TA
Runway
RA.
24
Flight
cleared
controls.
for takeoff,
Check
squawking
radar.
6401 Atlantic 4003.
What were they complaining about now? Radar? What about radar? What's the problem? I don't have that.
Tower, good morning, Antrana 737, we are wait approach runway 1.
China 737, good morning, continue approach.
Approach runway 1.
Standby. Takeoff configuration. Check. End of checklist.
Okay, we are standby. Something new that we learned with that checklist. Okay, so we have that. I don't think I'm gonna do more of these checklists. Maybe the before landing, but let's see. I kind of like them, but you know, they're not always the best. Okay, so we're gonna line up here. Gonna do this smoothly. I'm gonna brake. Gonna have a look on the outside. We have a nice viewpoint. Maybe this one can be good. And we are gonna start to take off. So, assuming everything will be fine, I'll do the yaw dampener. I think we can keep that on. I'm gonna release the brakes. Okay, let's see. Can it find itself, or do we need to go? Look at that, 86.9. Now we're talking. Okay, let's maintain center line. Airspeed is alive. 100 knots, checked. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Okay. Gear coming up. Outside looking good.
Gear up.
Okay, gear is up. We're still climbing. Maybe we can climb a bit less abruptly. And let's see, we're gonna reach the first waypoint here.
Atlantic 4003, climb and maintain flight level 130, contact Schiphol departure on 118.07.
Taxi lights off.
Climb and maintain
And
flight level
let's see.
130 departure on 118.0.
130.
7 Atlantic 40.
Okay, and we're getting a right turn. So I'm gonna trim
Departure
a bit.
Atlantic 4003, climbing to flight level 130.
Maybe we can climb a bit more actually. Okay, let's see, a bit of lag.
Atlantic 4003, good afternoon.
Okay, let's see, we can probably climb more than. Let's put this to 3000. And actually one thing we might want to change to climb. And I'm gonna throttle down a bit.
Atlantic 4003,
So we don't
contact
overspeed.
Amsterdam Center on 119.17.
Center on 119.17.
Always good to avoid overspeeding. In terms of the barrel ref, let's go standard. Oh, and now we were almost
Center Atlantic 4003,
descending.
climbing to flight level 130.
Looking good.
Atlantic 4003, good afternoon.
This aircraft is, it's okay to fly. It is, I do like it more than the CRJ200. I'm not sure if I like it more than the more modern CRJs. I definitely like it. I definitely like it more than theirs ones in the sense that it kind of works most of the time. But then again, I know it's theirs one. As long as you do fly it as it's supposed to, it will work, like with all planes. So yeah, it's always a bit of a hit and miss. Sometimes you just make mistakes. Okay, let's change to this viewpoint. Yeah, look at this beauty. Maybe we can get a nice screenshot here, or a workable screenshot. They're never gonna be 100% perfect. Okay, we are climbing. We're a bit off. So let's see. We should put it to a higher setting. I'll trim down a bit. I'm also gonna bring this one down a tad bit, so we're not really gaining any speed nor altitude flying with our current 2500-ish. Not sure why that one is so much higher if we are lowering this quite a bit. Very interesting. Okay, let's turn a bit more. We're above 10,000, so that means going off with the landing lights and letting our passengers roam around. Okay, and we are starting to get higher and higher. That was some weird black flickering.
Atlantic 4003, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Still about 1 hour left.
Climb and maintain flight level 210 Atlantic 4003.
210, let's get that in to our system. Okay, still climbing. Not sure what that weird could be one of the lights actually on the plane that gives this black box flickering. Still odd. Okay, wanna align a bit, go right. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I think it's time to trust the autopilot to do this better than what I'm doing. What are we using now? Pit. I think we could use the VS one. Let's do it 2000. That should help us gain speed. It's very bright though, the clouds. I'm really not sure what... It could be that I haven't really set up the envy shade properly. Because you wanna see something along these lines. And now I have this. Even if I add more bloom, it's just gonna look worse. Saturation. Well, it will make it look greener. Oh, this is old school. Kinda like the settings I had, but I need to have a look at the... I think it in some case makes sense when it's very light, but I usually feel like I can see the clouds. But it's hard to kinda get that right. Oh wait, actually one thing we totally messed up. Why did I... that's embarrassing. They gave us another SID than the one we're flying now. The only main change it's gonna be is that we flew south and then east instead of flying the other one. But I'm gonna show you. So we flew south and then we turn instead of flying more west and then turning. We'll end up at Andik anyway, but it is interesting. It's nice that it can do that, and I just need to pay more attention. I was being too lazy in that regard. Okay, let's see, we can pitch down a bit more. Let's do 1400. We only have 370 nautical miles to go. Still no further clearances, so let's see if we get anything. Yeah, 210.
Atlantic 4003 climb and maintain flight level 290.
Climb and maintain flight level 290 Atlantic.
I'm gonna put this up to the one we're gonna get to eventually, at least. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. The question is just about speed. Do we have a cruise mode? We do have a cruise mode. So just making sure we get that and have it all kind of correctly set up. I think we could leave this I'm gonna leave it maybe with this view. It's maybe not the most interesting one, but at least you can see the parameters for the flight. It's now around 57 minutes. It's gonna decrease the time left quite a bit since we're getting up into higher Mach speeds. Not super much, but we're definitely gonna reach around 0.7. So it's probably now 56, probably gonna go down to around 30 if we're lucky. Depends a bit on how fast we get higher and those matters. One thing we could do though to make sure it goes a bit faster is decrease a bit our ascent rate or climb rate, as that should get our speed up faster. But good. Since it's very warm, I'm gonna take a break and drink some water. I'll probably be back just to check on things specifically on the throttle. Let's see if I'll say anything or if I'm just gonna tweak some plane settings. But otherwise, see you in a jiffy.
Atlantic 4003 climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350 Atlantic 4003.
Speed to 60 knots. Speed to
Atlantic 4003, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350 Atlantic 4003.
Atlantic 4003, contact Bremen Center on 125.1.
Center on 125.1 Atlantic 4003. Center Atlantic 4003, climbing to flight level 350. Atlantic 4003, good afternoon. Atlantic 4003, expect vectors to the ILS approach to runway 08 left at Aalborg Airport. Expect vectors to the ILS approach to runway 08 left. Atlantic 4003.
Hello guys, let's see where we're at. I popped by a bit earlier as well, just tweaking some of the throttle settings, and we're still kind of on the edge, so it's quite hard to find a good
Atlantic 4003, descend and maintain flight level 270. Descend and maintain maintain flight level 270 Atlantic 4003.
270. And we are gonna descend with around 2000. I'm gonna go to idle almost. Some oddities with these clouds and the cloud shadows. I think it might have just recently changed. Doesn't look too bad, but it's yeah, different. Hard to assess if it's looking bad also. Let me check how windy looks. If we check satellite. Oh. And now it changed again. Yeah, well this looks more like windy. But now you see the... Well, this is not too bad because you can't really decipher any patterns. Even though there might be some. Okay, we can descend a bit more. I'm gonna check quickly what it's saying. We're saying 23 minutes, 150 nautical mile, give or take. And we're now kind of flying directly towards the airport, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So let's see. We started descending a bit early. We can probably wait a bit. I'm gonna add a bit of thrust. We have ample time, 159 nautical miles still to go. That's a lot. So we're seeing the Mach speeds increase. We're getting closer to double descent for the plane itself as well. Usually I would wait till the plane double descent before I descend. But you can do it a bit differently. The more safe approach is always descend based on the ATC as quick as possible. Okay, we're shooting at 27,000. Around 19 minutes to go. 28.
Atlantic 4003 descend and maintain flight level 190.
190.
Descend and maintain flight level 190 Atlantic 4003.
In order not to overspeed too quickly, we'll arrest our descent rate a bit. We still have quite a bit of time. Still 147 nautical miles to go. So yeah, quite a bit left. Yeah, when the volumetric is like this, it can look quite awesome actually. But you don't often get it to look like this, unfortunately. Or not as often as one would want. And let me see some things while we wait. Since there's still quite a bit of flying left to do, I'm gonna prepare my thumbnail for the video. Let me see, did I have Atlantic Sun? I did have the logo for that. It's a while since I did a video though with Atlantic Sun. It's because, to be very honest, flying the ERJ and the CRJ are... The ERJ is quite fun because I don't fly that often, but when I've flown the CRJ 200 it's just too many bugs with that one, unfortunately. Even though I of course appreciate it being available for for X-Plane 12, since I guess it's technically an X-Plane 10 aircraft. Okay, let's try to get... Okay, we're almost over speeding, so I am gonna throttle down a bit. Okay, now it's looking better. Do I have any Atlantic Sun thumbnails saved from before? Would help a bit. Oh, it was a long time since I flew Atlantic Sun, it seems. Or at least recorded me flying it. I've done a couple of flights, but I haven't recorded. It's also one of those things you don't... when the aircraft is a bit worse than you would want it, sometimes it's not that nice to record. It just doesn't really... I mean, just having to focus on it makes it hard to kind of focus on making a good video. Or good and good, I wouldn't consider my videos good, but reasonable, I guess, at least. Okay, still descending towards 19,000.
Atlantic 4003, descend and maintain flight level 110.
Okay, 110.
Descend and maintain flight level 110, Atlantic 4003.
110 it is. Okay, let's see, am I almost ready with my thumbnail? I can save it. And I can do a banner, converter. Still descending, still looking okay, so that's very nice to see. Okay, let's see, so 110 was our descent, our current assigned altitude. We still have over 106 nautical miles to go. And I'm noticing a bit of turbulence. That's interesting. I thought Active Sky didn't have turbulence settings, but or they do have turbulence settings, but not with the volumetric clouds. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's been updated. Hopefully. Let's actually see, because if I remember correctly, there was a pretty nice option. maybe that was actually with the that was probably with the other ER, or not the ERJ, with the what's it called, with the normal Embraer. Okay, so we're looking at the landing chart. I'm gonna do a flaps 45 landing. We're probably gonna be quite a bit lower on weight, or not that much, but check barrow setting. Yeah, I know we need to do that at some point. Well, where can we see our fuel levels? Here, right? So total use, we're down at around 38,000, so that's good. So if we're now looking at, let me go here and see a landing. We can start populating this one. So the weather, 110 at 9. Elevation 6.
Atlantic 400
Temperature
descend and maintain flight level
19 degrees Celsius.
Descend and
Yeah,
maintain
that
flight
seems
level 040 Atlantic 400.
040. Okay. Let me just check again if there's anything else we need to add for the landing. Don't think so. So we're now descending 0, or now we've been descending for a while. We're continuing to descend 0, 4, 0. We're gonna cross 10,000 feet pretty soon. God damn it. Woo. Okay, vertical speed is off. So we're now descending based on something else. I'm gonna add a vertical, but let's see what will. We can do 150. And I did wanna put in the let me see, hydraulics, electronics, all of this is looking good, but I do want to add the speeds, right? So I guess this is the VREF 1, 2, 3, and then this is the let me see. Is this the VGA or VFS? I think we should consider this one maybe VFS, so 157. Oh, sorry, actually no, it's not. So the V1 should be VFS. That should be 157. Let's also put on while we're waiting the landing lights. We're also now below the cloud layer, so that's interesting. So this should be 157. So this one should be the reference speed, the VREF. So 1, 2, 3. While V2 is the VJ9. So that's 149. Not sure why I have never checked this before. VREF plus 10 knots. 133. Okay, there we go. We can return. We are descending. Schedule 76 nautical miles to go. So we're very on schedule. 1055. Question is actually now all the other kind of inputs. Decision, we need to put that in. But okay, we already know what the barrow will be. Transition is at 3000, so quite a low one. Okay, we can wait until we're at 3000 feet. Or 4000, I think that should be good enough. Oh, 109.979. That's the localizer. Okay, and can we get that verified with the nav? Okay, let's see, 109.9. 109.9. The crew, or sorry, not cruise, the CRS, the course bug should be 79. I don't think we have received any vectoring yet. We're expecting vectoring, but so far so quiet. Gonna slow down a bit more. Yeah, we're reaching the height we're supposed to be at. Still 68 nautical miles to go. So we've been very early with our descent. So I would say to not descend as early as we have. This is way too early. We should have waited until the actual top of descent. Would have saved us 5 to 8 minutes of flight time probably. But stupid mistakes. Landing elevation. It's basically 0. I didn't know you could put it in here, that's interesting. Always nice when you learn something new. Or see a kind of extra additional item that's been kind of incorporated into the add-on. Okay, we're gonna increase the speed a bit. We need to change, so that's something to be, so we go to nav mode. We can check that the course is correct still, which it is. We just need to go back to nav. The alt is still the same. Gonna slow down a bit. Let's see if it's enough. Yeah, enough to maintain. And yeah, beautiful Denmark. This is actually one of the better ones that Matthias has made. It looks really good. It's a smaller country, but it's just very nicely modeled with scene proc for the autogen. But the ortho itself looks good. And I actually managed to find some northern African photo reel. I have a lot of it already, but for some like I'm trying to think which country did I find. Djibouti was one of them. And then there was this other one, this obscure Eritrea, I think it was. Yeah. Or obscure, maybe not, but this kind of isolated country. So I need to have a look at those at some point, see if those are worth keeping or if I should make my own ortho. I'll probably have to make my own autogen though, but let's see. Okay, we're SPS ice speeds. Hopefully I'm not missing anything important. Let's see if the approach has been So they want us to start very late. We're basically gonna fly almost all the way to the airport. I wonder if one could request something. I guess we'll just wait and then see. It's just gonna take a lot of unnecessary time. And fuel wise, I guess we do have enough fuel. We have more than half since we departed, so we should be fine. But yeah, a bit annoying to just fly straight, wait for that vectoring to begin.
Atlantic 4003 turn
change
left
in
to
weather.
heading 325 vectors to the ILS
Yes.
approach for runway 08 left at Aalborg Airport. Contact Aalborg approach on 123.907.
Okay,
Turn left
325.
to heading 325 vectors to the ILS approach for runway 08 left approach on
We'll change to nav.
123.907 Atlantic 4003.
Okay, that's good. It's not
Descend
often
and
you get
maintain
an early
300 feet Atlantic 4.
an early vectoring, so I'm happy. I'm very happy with that actually.
Approach Atlantic 4003 level at flight level 040.
Atlantic 400, good afternoon.
Okay, descending to 3,300. Not sure what the co-pilot was talking about, but didn't make too much sense. And it's probably time to put on the seatbelt signs if we hadn't already. I'm gonna guess our flight attendants had done that already, so that's good.
Atlantic 4003 turn left to heading 315.
Okay, let's
Heading 315
throttle
Atlantic
down.
4003.
315. Descending. Whilst turning. And hopefully we get the final one. I'm gonna do a direct to Gipug. I think that's gonna make the most sense. Is it that big of a zoom difference? Yeah, okay, looks like it. Let's slow down a bit. No, a mega rush. Is there anything we need to arm? No, it doesn't look like it. So does that mean... Let me see, ERJ spoiler
Atlantic
landing.
4003 turn right to heading 325.
Turn right to heading 325 Atlantic 4003.
They're always armed. Okay. What did we now get? Turn right to heading 325. 325. Maybe we... Well, maybe we can zoom in a bit more. Now what's the altitude we want to be at for the final...
Atlantic 4003 turn left to heading 315.
Heading
230. Okay, that's interesting. Turn left to heading 315. Okay, they're having some trouble making their mind up. Where do they want us? Get us to Gipug, please. Okay, this is not looking too good with the weather. Not too much visibility.
3 turn left to heading 310.
310.
Heading 310 Atlantic 4003.
Okay, are we gonna get that final? Okay, fly heading.
Atlantic 4003, you are 13 nautical miles southwest of the airport. Fly heading 050 to intercept final. Cleared for ILS approach to runway 08 left. Contact Aalborg Tower on
05,
118.3.
and I'm gonna put this down to 230.
Fly heading 050 cleared for ILS approach to runway 08 left.
Can we do a direct? How would that?
Atlantic 4003.
How would that work? If we do Gipug.
Tower Atlantic 4003 inbound for ILS approach.
Something
runway
like that,
08
right?
left.
Atlantic
But I guess technically we'll do
403,
approach,
good afternoon.
so it
Continue
doesn't
ILS
really
to
matter.
runway 08 left call when established on final.
Nav 1.
Continue ILS.
So
runway
approach and
08
stuff is
left
armed.
call when established on final Atlantic 4003.
Let's go to flaps 18 already. We'll slow down quite a bit. Any localizer yet? Okay, now we're seeing some localizers, that's good. Okay, so we are gonna land. I'm gonna put the taxi lights on, or the runway turn-off lights, whatever you wanna call them, I guess. Let's make sure that the views are good. Yes, pretty good. We're a bit below the glide slopes, that's fine. Slowing down. It's probably time to go gear down. No point waiting with that. I'll add a bit more thrust. Something along these lines should be good. And we change to takeoff 1, that's good. I'm gonna go flaps 22 and I'll go flaps full while adding more thrust. Okay, we are descending now. Any weird messaging? No. It's all looking good. Let's remember that I can't disconnect. I have to click here. A bit annoying. Okay, I'm gonna slow down quite a bit the throttles. So we're going quite fast. What was it, like 1, 2, 3, something like that? You can see the runway now, so that's good. Guess we can't disconnect there, so I have to click this one. There is a button, but I haven't been able to get it to work on my yoke. Set that up. It's a bit old school, the FeelThere system in that regard. Okay, gonna add a bit more thrust. Okay, lights are set. One thing that isn't set correctly is the barrow, but now it is. That was a bit late. And add a bit more thrust again. And I think we can at this point remove the autopilot. I will try to fly this the best way possible, aka manually. Okay, so we're maybe a bit fast and a bit high. Wind wise, it's looking pretty okay. It looks like a headwind. Is that water? Oh, look at that. Just before, I guess it's a river. Okay, let's descend a bit more. We're landing on 8 left. We forgot to put in the...
003 winds are 067 and 6 knots.
Oh, was it
Clear to
151
land runway 08 left.
for decision height? So we forgot to put that, but 200 is
Clear to
okay.
land runway 08.
Okay.
Left Atlantic 4.
Okay, I got too eager there, so a bit of a failure in terms of the approach. Let's add a bit of thrust. Try to maintain so we don't go too low or too slow for that matter. We'll get minimums call out a bit early, but continue, it's fine. You can see the runway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, looking good, looking good. 100. Okay. Let's see.
Atlantic
I will
4003.
slow
There
down.
is no ground control at this airport. Let us know if you need taxi instructions.
Oh, can we maintain somewhat of a center line? Looks okay. Let's use the reversers. And let's brake. Okay, that felt a bit... I didn't land in the best possible way. We got landing clearance. There's no ground control, so we can skip that. No need to talk to anyone. And now we just need to turn right. But okay, that was interesting. So turn right, and then turn left. I'm gonna disconnect from pilot to ADC so we don't forget that. I'm also gonna have a quick look at our A-car system. Pretty good landing, 80 feet per minute, so not the best, but definitely not the worst one either. I'm gonna start the APU. Oh sorry, those we wanna keep. It's that which is what we wanna shut down, and the strobe. And we would usually ask for taxi clearance, but we won't do that today. We will instead turn right here and then turn left. And look at that, there's another Atlantic Sky aircraft here, that's always nice. So they have the schedule for Aalborg. So APU is up and running, that's good. Does that mean we can close all other bleeds? We don't have dual bleeds. I assume that's not what you want to have with this aircraft. If you wanna change the barrow ref, that's a good question. How do you do that? No, sorry, not the barrow ref, but the minimums. How did you do that with this one? Now that's the $1,000,000 question, because I know it's possible to do it. The question is just how. I think it's this big knob here, so it's supposed to be 1.5, so like that. And then how do you change it away from RA to... It's RA's radar altimeters, right? To I guess TST. Well, not sure. Maybe you don't have to do that. But okay, we landed. It was pretty nice with the, I mean, the rain. Pretty okay with the clouds. So I'm not gonna complain. The volumetrics did their part today. Not the best, not the worst. The landing was okay. Let's see the replay. Felt like we landed a bit. Let's see what's making noises. I think it's the flaps possibly. But yeah, we might have landed a bit off with the nose. That's my main feeling. And what do we have here? We have a Embraer E195 potentially, or this one, Cat B, but what's that? That's a 717. Okay, interesting. Okay, so which one should we park? Maybe gate 5. Let's see how GSX works with this airport. It looks pretty good. It's... I mean, I must say all the Danish ones I have Billund, this one, they all look pretty good, but they're like kind of boring when you compare it to, let's say, Copenhagen. I want to go to Billund though once, just for the Lego land. That would be cool. Visit that place. Okay, let's see. So we'll turn here. Turn, 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 and we'll stop. I think this is fine. We don't want to go too far ahead. Even though that one thinks we went too far ahead anyway. But oh well. And then we can stop the engines. That's fine. And we are on taxi in the phase of flight. Let me see. Why is not the... Oh, is it because it's not on idle? There we go. So now we're in the deboarding phase. I'm just gonna open that one door. Let's see if the pack X works by itself. aka can we just do the seatbelt sign off? Or do we need to interact? We need to interact. So there we go, deboarding end flight 85, 91%, some extreme flying conditions. So not the best, not the worst. We can close that. I'm gonna file the flight report with the ASA cars. So we're gonna send that. And what we'll do next is to watch the replay. So okay, we flew a bit over water, which makes sense, but it's still on solid ground. They haven't built out the airport in any way. Some wind power plants, makes sense that you have those. At least in Denmark, which is very flat, probably a lot of wind. I'm gonna guess that's the military, because Aalborg is a joint military civilian airport, so I guess that runway is mainly used for the military operations. Probably not a lot of traffic to Aalborg. I think the only really big airport or Denmark has is Copenhagen. Sweden still has, I would say. I would say Malmö and Gothenburg are probably bigger than Billund. Well, maybe I'm wrong, because Billund could be quite popular due to Legoland. But let's see. Okay, we're coming down. This looks okay actually, so where do I fail? I do even crab a bit. Now we get down. The problem is it's kind of tricky to maintain the balance with it. It always feels like you're a bit going everywhere, which I kind of get the same effect with the MD-80 if you land it a bit wobbly. It's very hard to kind of maintain center line. And I have the same with the Coolsky one and the Mad Dog one, Leonardo. So I think that's actually a sign of a good add-on. So I'll give FeelThere that. They have kind of modeled that nicely. Not sure what the real pilots say about that, but oh well. I'll have to ask someone. But yeah, that was it. Almost a 2-hour long flight, so quite a long video, but hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, and otherwise until next time, bye bye.